A mi mar abandoné. A mi mar abandoné.
El baile o el toque o el cante es la forma de hablar cuando éticamente no se puede o no se debe.
Por culpa de esta gitana, a mi mar abandoné. Ahora me veo solito, sin madre y sin querer.
Yo creo que hay momentos para todo. Cuando el cante está tan embravecido, me lleva más a los pies. Pero cuando el cante está muy calmado y lo que te está pidiendo es que lo meza, prefiero bailarle de brazo.
Los expertos han identificado más de 30 palos flamencos. ¿Cómo distinguirlo? Por un lado, cada palo tiene sus propios tonos, su pellizco particular, su propio compás y expresa sentimientos distintos. Además, se distinguen por sus orígenes. Por ejemplo, desde que tengo uso de razón, me han enseñado mis abuelos, mis padres y mis compañeros que el flamenco es de orígenes gitanos. Además, fue parte de la vida cotidiana, en celebraciones, bodas, bautizos y fiestas.
Nosotros ya los gitanos, pues tenemos esta manera de expresarnos, ¿no?
Pero hay más. Recientemente descubrí con mucho interés que en el noroeste de la India, fuente de los gitanos de la Baja Andalucía, desde hace muchos siglos, existen por lo menos 3 castas de gitanos, cuyo oficio es cantar o bailar para las fiestas regionales, y los poderosos, los reyes y señoritos de la región. Es algo que se transmite de padre a hijo, como vemos aquí, con este niño de los Manganias. Y la música, aunque no es flamenco, pero tiene mucha afinidad con él. Pasando por la ruta que los expertos atribuyen a los gitanos que entraron en Europa, en la región por donde la ruta se dividió en 2. Existe todavía pueblos gitanos en los que cantan. De nuevo, no es flamenco, pero tiene mucha afinidad con él. Más dato interesante, en un libro del siglo XVIII que los expertos declaran el primer referente escritos sobre el flamenco. El autor habla de un grupo de gitanos que cantaban y bailaban. Además, como nos ha contado Manuel Ríos Ruiz, el primer cantaor del cual conocemos su nombre es un gitano que también vivía en el siglo XVIII. Por todas estas razones, me parece que los palos más antiguos y fundamentales del flamenco, la soleá, la ciguirilla, las tonadas, los tientos y otros, y por supuesto, la bulería, han sido creados por los gitanos de su música central. Claro, elaborado con otras músicas, incluso las de Andalucía, con su larga y rica herencia cultural. Esta herencia se caracteriza por la mezcla de numerosos pueblos. Muchos siglos antes de Cristo pasaron por ella tartesios, griegos, fenicios y cartagineses, entre otros. Estos pueblos fueron sucedidos por los romanos, que a su vez los fueron por bizantinos y visigodos, hasta que en el siglo VIII llegaron los moros, bereberes, árabes y otros. En el siglo XV, más o menos la misma época en la que los gitanos entraron en España, los reinos cristianos del norte expulsaron a los moros de la península. Con todo este trayecto tan extenso de raza, pueblos y cultura, no nos puede sorprender la variada y viva cultura popular del país. Resulta que existen palos del flamenco que son muy folclóricos, como las alegrías, los romances, los fandangos de Huelva, hasta el cante de ida y vuelta. Estos vienen más directamente del folclore, principalmente del andaluz, como el baile que vemos aquí. Estos bailes folclóricos tienen una coreografía y una música fija. Además, se baila en pareja o en grupo, a diferencia del flamenco. Pero dejemos esta cuestión a los catedráticos. En el próximo episodio vamos a ver que los palos más estrechamente asociados con el folclore llevan un contenido emocional un poco distinto a los de origen gitano. Un experto nos va a contar una historia que explica un poco esta diferencia. Además, disfrutaremos de la profundidad emocional que caracteriza el flamenco.
Funding for this program was provided in part by
The Chavis Chronicles, Season 5.
I was a youth organizer for Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I learned something about not only fighting for freedom, but about understanding why we fight for freedom, understanding why we fight for equality, understanding why there's a demand for equity.
I'm Dr. Benjamin F. Chavis Jr. Watch the Chavis Chronicles on your local public television station.
Live from London, this is BBC News.
Live from London, this is BBC News.
Live from London, this is BBC News.
Coming up,
we have to get through more and more people. This camp seems to grow every day.
Packed with people who've left their homes seeking shelter from the cyclone.
America's longest war.
Did you feel?
History's going to write this story.
It's now so difficult to predict what happens next.
BBC News.
Feel the wonder wherever we are.
It was kind of a moment of enlightenment.
So come get lost with me. We'll see the great unknown.
It's home to me. Wow, that's beautiful.
We could be the greatest story ever told.
When we all work together, we make change. I still believe in that.
I'm excited. You my hero, you know that, right?
Thank you.
Most people believe that doctors are healers.
Love is why we're here.
Life goes fast.
Our story is everyone's story.
But it's just the start.
How many times have you wondered, does my one life make a difference in the world? Do I have the potential to accomplish great things? Come with us on this journey, exploring interconnections through science and across cultures and time, noticing how your life impacts people, places, and events around the world, whether or not you're there to see the results. Nothing exists in isolation. Your smallest act can have a ripple effect far beyond what you can imagine. We are a part of something much greater than ourselves. Welcome to Interconnections. Major funding for Interconnections has been provided by the following contributors and by the many donors through our crowdfunding campaigns. For a full list, please go to connectivityproject.com.
We are all far more profoundly connected than anyone can possibly imagine.
We recognize that the land and the people are one and interconnected.
A butterfly beats its wings in Brazil. Weeks later, a tornado forms in Texas. Can these two events possibly be connected? You've probably heard of the butterfly effect. Mathematicians call this chaos theory.
The butterfly effect, it's a very powerful metaphor. It's also a very beautiful and evocative metaphor. It's a metaphor for the fact that in living systems and in chaotic systems, there is a non-linear interconnectedness. This non-linear interconnectedness has the consequence that very small causes may have very large effects.
How many times have your choices right now been affected by just a simple statement somebody gave you from a parent, a favorite instructor, or from a friend? And that's the whole point of chaos theory, is that you never know which is the initial event that will have the biggest effect. So that means every opportunity we have, we don't know how precious that is. We don't know how important that will be later.
Because of the illuminating implications of chaos theory, scientists are re-examining their work in an interconnected way. The concept of the food chain has been replaced with the food web. It is no longer just about who eats whom, but who is reliant on whom, or what.
Ecosystems are understood as networks of organisms that feed on one another. Describing life in terms of networks is part of a much larger change of worldview that is now happening generally in science and in society. In order to understand networks, we need to understand patterns and we need to understand relationships. And that's what systems thinking is all about.
Although science and modern society have only recently begun using this way of viewing the world, it has been recognized and celebrated by diverse cultures and faiths around the world and throughout time.
Connectedness, from my worldview, and the worldview, I believe, of most indigenous wisdom keepers, elders, spiritual leaders, is a deep sense of being profoundly connected to all that is, everything in creation. There is no separation. All separation is totally illusion.
Aloha is not just the catchy word that the tourist industry has sort of attempted to expropriate. It's a way of being. It is a state of being. Aloha defines not only our relationship to the heavens, but our relationship to each other. Aloha is love, but to engage aloha fully, it needs to move. It needs to flow from one person to another.
Todo está conectado. El proceso de la lluvia, de los vientos, de las nieves, del calor, nosotros, nuestro cuerpo, la salud. Entonces, por eso es pensar que cada acción de nosotros tiene una reacción.
China, 1958. Mao Zedong, the founding father of the People's Republic of China, launched a campaign to rid the country of 4 pests. Sparrows were included on the list because they eat grain seeds. Across the country, people banged pots and shook trees, forcing the birds to fly until they died of exhaustion. But grain yields did not increase. Though adult sparrows eat grain, juvenile sparrows eat insects. Insect populations boomed. Locusts in particular swarmed over the country, devouring the crops. In the resulting famine, 35 million people died of starvation. Eventually, China imported sparrows from Europe in an effort to restore balance to the ecosystem.
There's a couple of modern belief systems that I think have led us astray. One is that man is superior to all other life, and that separates us from this tree, from the ocean, from the animals that live there.
And it's this disconnection that is destroying Mother Earth, pushing all of Mother Earth's life support systems over the edge, creating the violence where we're doing incredibly horrific things to each other as human beings. All because we are profoundly separated, inside first. Nothing's created outside until it's created inside first. So I'm trashing on the outside because I'm trashing the environment inside. And I'm critical of you because I'm critical of me. I'm separated outside because I'm separated inside.
Disconnection is rampant today. It's in our social customs. Where I grew up, you don't talk to strangers, you know. It's not polite to talk to strangers, you know. Don't make eye contact. Don't waste your time talking to each other because it's not safe. And no one actually tells you that, but that's being modeled. Disconnection is being modeled.
We have a greeting amongst our people. We say "Ang Wan." We greet each other like that all the time. That means hello, my other self. And that's a regular, normal, daily greeting that we have. I actually see you as my other self. We are exactly made up of the same consciousness, the same essence, the same life force as each other.
El mapuche pronuncia muy bien una palabra una frase que cuando dicen los viejitos, Inchek me felen, ¿ya? Yo estoy bien, pero yo estoy muy bien. Esa forma de decir involucra no solamente al ser yo personal. El kmefelen es cuando hasta los árboles se mueven alegres. La salud de los hijos, la salud de los abuelos, el agua limpia, la tierra fértil, cosechar sus huertas, que los vecinos estén conectados, comunicados. Eso es lo que quiere decir esa frase.
We have laws in Hawaii, the Aloha Spirit Law, that actually is on the books and actually says that all decision makers and judges and people can invoke aloha in making any kind of judgment or decision.
We really have to think about how to foster connectivity. When people get to a certain level of connection, it triggers a transformational response in them, and they discover their own internal power, worth, gift, purpose. We're designed to be connected, and it fills out something in us that we were longing for. We didn't even know we were longing for it.
When we foster connectivity, we deepen our understanding of our interdependence. Imagine what is possible with this expanded way of seeing.
In this web of life, everything is connected to everything else, directly and indirectly. If we looked at the world in a systemic way, this would help us to solve the major problems of our time.
Meet Lois Gibbs, a quiet housewife from New York. In 1978, her family began experiencing grave health problems. She was compelled to speak out.
I got involved in advocacy because I had to survive and I had to save my children. This is not something I chose to do. My son was in an elementary school on top of a toxic waste site.
From 1947 to 1952, the Hooker Chemical Company used the Love Canal section of Niagara Falls as a dumping site for toxic waste. In the decades that followed, the residents of Love Canal experienced dire health consequences, such as leukemia and birth defects. With such well-known problems, the houses were unsaleable and the families were trapped.
Lois Gibbs' name came across my desk when I was a junior in high school. I remember just thinking, like, wow, what a neat lady. What an incredible story of, like, one woman just saying, I'm not going to stand for this.
I was a very shy, introverted person. Even when I went to a PTA meeting, I wouldn't ask a question. I would ask my girlfriend to ask the question for me. And so here I'm going from this one place in my life to knocking on a door, talking to a stranger, and it was a huge transformation.
For years, Lois led her community through a fight for justice that captured national attention. They fought against corporate irresponsibility